We all have bad days. Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 angriest celebrity interview walkouts. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at British celebrities walking out of interviews or foreign celebs leaving British interviews. Number 10, S Club 7. After a few great years topping the charts, the remaining 6 members of pop giants S Club 7 decided to amicably split and go their separate ways. Part of their goodbye circuit involved appearing on Liquid News, but it didn't all go to plan when Claudia Winkleman opted to ask them a slightly sensitive question. It was rumoured that S Club 7 split because their creator, Simon Fuller, didn't pay them anywhere near as much as they earned.
There are rumours, I don't know how true they are, that you guys are grumpy because you haven't made a mint.
No, that's not true.
Are you not grumpy about it at all?
We didn't get a mint. I would love a mint. My breath, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm a bit pungy actually.
This enraged their PR representative, who stormed into the studio and ordered the band to leave. It seemed they didn't have a choice in the matter and were forced to walk off set.
I'm not having you asking that question. I've tried to stop this and I've had to walk in here. Can you go? We're going.
Number 9, José Mourinho. Following a brutal 0-0 match against Hull City, Man United manager Mourinho was asked the probing questions typical of the post-game press conference. However, when interviewer Martin Fisher got onto the topic of the referee Michael Jones and a few calls he made in favour of Hull, the exchange turned even sourer than it already was, after Mourinho bitterly explained that the reason they lost was that they didn't score.
We didn't score. Don't score. It's not possible to win.
After saying that Jones let Hull City get away with all sorts of things, Mourinho accuses Fisher of not understanding football and walks off.
What particularly did you feel that the referee should have pulled them up on that?
Well, if you don't know football, you shouldn't be with the microphone in your hand.
Number 8, Robert Pattinson. It's all common knowledge now that Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart were dating during their time co-starring in the Twilight Saga. But the same wasn't true back in 2009. Pattinson took a break from the world premiere of New Moon to talk to Ryan Seacrest, but Seacrest goes too far and asks what Pattinson would say to fans who are dying to know whether Robston is real.
What do you say to your fans who are desperate to know about you and your co-star Kristen? What can you tell them? What can you tell them about it?
Again, PR gets involved, with his representative stepping in to convince him to leave before he puts his foot in his mouth. Pattinson is still polite and thanks the show for the gift bag he gets, but refuses to give an answer.
But I was just cut off for the first time ever.
The thing I can say to them is, watch New Moon, it's amazing.
Number 7, Iain Dale. In late 2019, a boy was thrown from a balcony in London's Tate Modern and almost died. It came out that the teenage perpetrator told his carers of his intentions, but that, for whatever reason, this hadn't been acted upon.
He told sometime before the event his carer that he planned to kill, that he wanted to kill, and the carer was understandably disturbed by this.
It was during a debate on who was to blame for this tragedy and whether anybody could have done anything to prevent it that political commentator Iain Dale decided to walk out after only a few minutes.
Doesn't look like it's getting any better.
Utter rubbish, if I may say so.
As the other guests want to talk about social care cuts, Dale brashly disagrees and won't even entertain the other side.
OK, right, that's
No,
it.
we'd like you to.
Come on, no, Iain, don't go.
We'd like
Iain.
you to speak.
Wow.
His walkout comes across as a temper tantrum more than anything else. Number 6, Gordon Ramsay. While in the UK there are very few restrictions on what you can air on TV, especially if the show goes out after Watershed, it's a different story elsewhere in the world. And these rules even apply to Gordon Ramsay, whose love of swearing has landed him in trouble numerous times, including during this appearance on Australia's Today Show.
Throw a donkey in the mix and, yeah, you're in the shit.
Have you read the papers? Sorry, Gordon, have you read the papers this morning?
Ship. I got ship out of that. Yeah.
Yep.
Sugar.
Okay.
Sugar.
While promoting his new show, the anchor mentions an inquiry into swearing on television, and he slips up a few times. But it's when he gets asked whether he's had Botox that he gets fed up and walks away from the cameras.
Does he look like he's had Botox, Lisa?
Botox.
He
around.
He looks very fit and healthy. I don't know which way he's going to take that. He's gone.
Number 5, Naomi Campbell. When ex-Liberian President Charles Taylor was brought to The Hague and tried for his war crimes, Naomi Campbell found herself in the middle of the proceedings when it came out that she had been given a blood diamond in 1997 by Taylor's representatives. Due to the sensitive nature of this subject and the ongoing trial at the time, when Campbell was asked about the diamond in 2010, she walked out of the interview, claiming she never received such a diamond.
You received a diamond from Charles.
I didn't receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much.
While she didn't initially cut and run, when the interview persisted with their difficult questions, Campbell got up and left, pushing a camera to the floor as she did. Number 4, Robert Downey Jr. It's no secret that legendary actor Robert Downey Jr. has had a dark past full of substance abuse issues, but he's since turned his life around and, most famously of all, launched the MCU with Iron Man. So it's not surprising that during an interview that was supposed to be promoting Age of Ultron, when Channel 4's Krishnan Guru Murthy started asking him about his past, he wasn't having any of it.
And I don't know how comfortable you are, you know, talking about yourself at the moment.
You have as much time as anyone else will.
In a now notorious segment, Downey pulled off his microphone and walked out.
Or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right. Bye.
Though Guru Murthy said afterwards that he didn't have an agenda and that Downey's PR had been warned about the topics, RDJ has been outspoken in his dislike of the interview.
You see, okay, it's just getting a little dinosaur in your...
No, look, I don't want to do that.
Number 3, Sarah, Duchess of York. In 2010, Fergie made the headlines again when a News of the World reporter tricked her into giving access to her ex-husband Prince Andrew for £500,000. A year later, she appeared on 60 Minutes Australia to talk about the Duke of York, which was branded a train wreck and one of the strangest interviews to ever air on TV.
But don't try and trick me now, because I'm not going to play this game. Delete that bit.
When confronted once again with old footage of the Cash for Access scandal, Fergie began telling the crew which segments of the interview she wanted to be cut out and rolled her eyes at Michael Usher's questions.
It woke me up.
How big a wake-up has it been?
What more can I say?
Eventually, she got sick of questions about the scandal and stormed off.
I'm going to take 5 minutes.
I'm sorry?
No, nothing. I'm just going to take 5 minutes.
Number 2, Cara Delevingne. Rule number 1 about interviewing someone is making sure you know what their name is. Unfortunately for these anchors, they appear to have missed the memo, calling Cara Carla right away.
Cara Delevingne is in the movie. She joins us live from New York City to talk about Paper Towns. Cara, good morning.
Hey.
Hi, how you doing?
And things get worse when rather than promoting Paper Towns, they decide to quiz her on her schedule and how busy she is. When they question why she doesn't seem more excited or enthused to be promoting the film, she's shocked. And things only get worse when they suggest she should go and take a nap.
You do seem a bit irritated. Perhaps it's just us.
No, I think it's just you.
I think it probably is us. Well, then on that note...
We figured as much.
We'll let you go then. How about that? We'll let you go take a little nap, maybe get a Red Bull. How about that?
And surprisingly, she decides to cut off the interview while they continue to criticize her.
She was in a mood.
Number 1, the Bee Gees. Veteran comedian Clive Anderson was in for a ride when the Bee Gees came on his show, who were apparently under the impression that it was going to be a serious interview.
Now, what was that? Because that's perhaps the most distinctive thing now, that high-pitched...
Oh, the falsetto.
That's it, yes. Were you working with Mickey Mouse at the time? Minnie.
Though things got off to a good start with Anderson bringing up the jukebox musical of their songs that was in production at the time, they began to deteriorate when he started asking them about their solo careers and their brief breakup.
Before we became the Bee Gees, we were late tossers.
Yes.
Which we thought was...
You'll always be late tossers to me, but I don't know.
That's why we're here. And that's why you had us on the show.
Finally, they get sick of Anderson's questions, and Barry and Robin lead the charge in ditching the interview, with Maurice following last of all.
In fact, I might just leave.
Yeah. Oh, I've never had anyone walk out before, but...
we are a tosser, pal.
So
night, everybody.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.